Okay. Seems like we're live. As live as we'll ever be.
I see the commercial still running.
That's the commercial for the game, for the live stream. We have the countdown, and
yeah, there it is. 2 minutes and 29 seconds. I see it.
Escape from Monkey Island. 25 years. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another riveting episode of Dexplay. My name is Daniel Albu, and today we're going to play Escape from Monkey Island for the 25th anniversary of the game, which was released on November 6th, 2000. So we missed the original date of release, but, you know, we're still in the month of November, so I think it still counts the 25th anniversary. I'm going to bring Chris in a moment, and that's it. I'm really excited to play the game. I haven't played it in a while. We haven't played it at all on this channel. Paul has played Monkey Island 1, 2, 3, and then we jumped straight ahead to Return to Monkey Island. So he hasn't played the Telltale game or this one. So it's a first for our viewers. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Let me just thank our Patreon members. Thank you, Patreon members. And also thank our top 9 coffee donors for the past week. Schwex, Gen1 Gamer, Charlie, Vinay, Those Deaf Mutes, Moffat Reborn, MDQP, Holger Jost, and some guy in a bikini. That's it. I have nothing left to say. So without further ado, let me welcome Chris Miles. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, everyone.
It's been a while. We had our conversation last year. No, actually this year, but it was released back in June or May. So people should actually check out the conversation. It's a 3.5-hour conversation in which we went over your entire very illustrious career and today we're gonna play Escape from Monkey Island, which is the game you were the art director of. When was the last time you played this game?
Probably 2001. Uh, yeah,
Really, like a year after the release?
maybe. I played it throughout 1999, like we all did while we were making it. And then when it released, it was kind of like, okay, I'm done playing it for a while. And I may have played it again in 2001. Between 2001 2005. But yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
So why didn't you play it all these years?
I had other games I was working on. I was sort of busy.
No, but
Yeah.
weren't you getting nostalgic about Escape from Monkey Island? Like after Tales of Monkey Island came out, did you consider playing Escape from Monkey Island? Did you actually play Tales of Monkey Island?
Oh, I don't really get nostalgia. I'm sorry. I don't get that nostalgic. I just look to the next project. I think Escape was the only, no, Escape and Grim were the only two games I ever played after I worked on them. Grim Fandango. Other than that, I don't play games that I work on after the fact. Back in the days when the release was the end of the game. It's very different in the mobile space because you're never released. There's no escape. You know, you just keep working on it. Sometimes for years, but yeah, back in those days, no. I was just too busy with the next project. Like I try to playtest every game I work on, and above and beyond scheduled playtests, I try to play through it a lot, and that took up a lot of time, as much as possible anyway. So
Okay,
and then
so
there's that I play for fun, you know, as well other games.
and today we're gonna play for fun, and just in time for the 25th anniversary. Hopefully, you remember all the puzzles in the game because we're not gonna use a walkthrough. So hopefully, we'll get through the first screen in like the first hour or so of the live stream.
All right, I'll try. I suspect as I see it, it'll nudge my memory. I clearly remember the first puzzle though. That one I'm pretty sure we'll blow through.
Every screen we get into in the game, you'll need to mention a few bugs that you ran into while working on the game.
Oh, the bugs. I'll try. It's been a while, but it'll be fun. I know that much.
Yeah. You know, the game is fun. I think it got a bad rap, but it's a really fun game. The graphics at the time were controversial because people were used to having 2D adventure games. But now, with many adventure games being 3D and people being nostalgic about the games from the 2000s, then now the game is back in the category of the best adventure games of the time.
Yeah, it was like I think the second 3D adventure game that LucasArts put out after Grim Fandango.
Mm-hmm. True.
Third. So it was and it wasn't even using the same software, you know, and the third one, like animation software, that is like the animation software being used by Grim was Softimage, and we were using Lightwave, and then I don't know, Graham would know, I don't know what Sam and Max was using, but that game was never released, which was a real shame.
Mm-hmm.
A real shame. Yeah, they were doing some beautiful stuff on that, but it was, you know, we did the best we could at the time. You know,
and you did great.
Alrighty.
Ozzy in the chat says, "I spy a Threepwood T-shirt." Show us your T-shirt.
Yeah.
Wow. Melee Island. Wow, 1990. Is that custom made?
Yeah, it's from it's a site called T Fury where you can get your TEE Fury, where you can purchase you know, Pop icon t-shirts.
I have
it's-
my Tales of Monkey Island T-shirt, which I got from Telltale, and I got the collector's edition. So I have the grog mug that I sometimes use, but it's not dishwasher safe. So I very rarely use it because I don't want to wash it by hand. And I got this T-shirt.
I went and donated all of my Escape from Monkey Island merch. Well, you know who I donated it to yeah, I went because he seemed like such an ardent fan at the time. I said, how about I just give it to you? And I hope he enjoys it. Like the lunchbox, the bottle of grog, and the fridge magnet.
Hopefully he doesn't drink the bottle of grog because
no, he can't. Well, I had to empty it before I sent it to him. All he got was the bottle. I couldn't ship it to Finland with a full bottle of grog. But that's just as well. That stuff was many years old and no, unfit for human consumption. I'm pretty sure it was.
Wow, so it's just like airplanes. You can bring liquids through customs.
I couldn't mail alcohol to Finland. Through I can't remember who I used. It was a few years ago, but it was like, all right. So I told him, I said, okay, you're just gonna get the bottle with the label on it. So I popped it, did it with the cap back on, sent it to him.
Okay then. Are you ready to play the game? We're gonna play version 1.1. Do you remember the update? No.
Probably. Oh, little gold guy.
The monkey.
Yep.
You can have a drinking game whenever your name pops in the credits. Take a shot.
Okay. All I have is coffee, though.
You should bring the bottle of grog.
All this stuff is jogging my memory already. Oh, and Alicia. Oh my goodness.
Yay! Chris Miles. Take a shot. Take a shot.
Yeah. Because I'll be explaining it all of them. Those two. It opened with a cutscene, if I recall.
Yeah.
From the personal log of Guybrush Threepwood. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Melee Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate. I want to be a pirate. Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the seven seas? And who could have guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley. Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island. That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice. Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit. Now look at me. I'm married to the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my Plunder Bunny and I are returning to Melee Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of Guybrush! Yes, dear.
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
I love the fact that the pirates swinging have motion blur to give you very cinematic effect. Okay.
Oh wait, I was mistaken. This isn't the first puzzle.
This is the first puzzle.
No, what I remembered was the first puzzle. I didn't remember it right. Okay.
Okay, so hopefully you know how to solve this one. Hopefully you know how to solve this one.
The hot coals.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it involved the hot coals. Look at hot coals and click on that.
It's full of hot coals.
Okay. There we go. Look at the pile of hot coals.
There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
Oh, okay, there's something else. I'm trying to remember. I'll try the brazier. I mean, it's giving you that prompt.
I already knocked it over.
Oh, alright. Then, process of elimination. Enemy pirate.
Excuse me. I don't suppose you'd mind just leaving us alone? I'll give you all my milk money. Excuse me? I guess he doesn't want to talk to me.
So it was the pile of hot coals, but you don't need to look at it, you need to use it.
Yes,
Okay.
so
I should try to
need
fix-
rotate to...
Going up if I want to
Maybe-
try to do something with it.
You still rotate around the mast. Yep. Oh, there we go. Right. I knew it was the coals. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hacky sack. This is animators used to get together and play hacky sack whenever they wanted to take a break.
It's funny because they used to do the same thing at Sierra, play hacky sack. So you guys made adventure games and played hacky sack. That's
Yep.
what you had in common.
Yep. I did not know they did that out here, but yeah, it involves using. You have to kick the coals somewhere. Oh, at the cannon. You see the string on the cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well
There we
done,
go.
Chris.
Yeah.
You did it.
Boom! There we go. Now I remember.
My little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Yeah, it's like visual cues. I just looked at it and I remembered the hot coals, but I couldn't remember what to do with them.
Look at that camera angle.
Yep. Things you can do in 3D.
Land ho!
Try to be as cinematic as possible. Also, flooding the screen. Character.
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, our return could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for once.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh, dear. Do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy? Is something wrong?
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
You won 74 bucks playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion! Let's go!
Catapult.
You know, if you watch my conversations in order, you'd notice that at some point I'm getting obsessed about the fact that the monkey sounds are very repetitive. Like they have the same sound over and over again, and they don't change it. So I started talking to people to figure out who was in charge of the sounds. So I would talk to Clint Pajakian, and he said that it was Larry Dio, and I talked to Larry Dio, and he said it's this and that. So I still don't know who was responsible for.
Let's try 47, 7.3, minus 27. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does he look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah.
The governor's dead, man.
Dead?
Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah.
Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush,
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do 2 things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
And not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died.
Okay. Gameplay.
Oh boy. How to stop the catapult. I must say that, I'm not, regarding what I said earlier about things you can do in 3D, it's not a matter of not being able to do this in 2D. It would just be a lot more labor intense. I mean, stuff like this, we could adjust the camera, and move it wherever we wanted without having to redraw the background.
And redraw the characters because...
Yeah, redraw the characters in perspective. So try to leverage that as much as possible.
So when it came to deciding which camera angle to use, how did you decide
We storyboarded it out. Everything was storyboarded out ahead of time, and then adjusted on the fly when we were making the game. I can't remember if I storyboarded this sequence or not. Walk to Melee Island. Oh, was there nothing clickable on the catapult screen?
The catapult screen, we have the catapult.
Alright.
Jump off cliff. Let's try that.
It's a long way down.
Let's try. 45, 7.3, minus 14.
So you can talk to the
Get away
catapult
from
operator.
there before I pop you one on the head, capiche?
Nothing else?
Good. Now stay over there, pencil neck. Fire!
And there's nothing else clickable.
No, you can only talk to him.
Alright, off to Melee Island. Unless there's something on that screen that's clickable.
Fat bird-shaped bush.
That is one fat bird.
I don't remember. Nope, don't remember.
So how would you create this scene? You just decide on a camera angle, and then the pre-rendered background should
Yep.
you'd implement
this
the
is-
same camera angle to the background and then pre-render it, and then render it. Have it
Yeah,
pre-rendered.
this background was built in 3D,
Mhm.
and then we render it out, and then it was a matter of what is it? For like when he walks underneath the archway and disappears.
Mhm.
I can't remember how they did that. I'm thinking it had to do with either cutting a section of the background out and putting it as a foreground layer because it was pre-rendered. These aren't real-time backgrounds. That's why the camera angle is fixed. Like you can't pan the camera around. But it was pre-rendered. But the characters themselves, the animation of the idols, the walks, everything was rendered from multiple angles. And then you just play them.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting if they ever remaster the game to have the backgrounds be real-time 3D, just like the characters.
That would be tricky. They'd have to rebuild the backgrounds as well. I told the artists, or actually they knew pretty much, there's no point in rendering anything that doesn't show, that we don't need a lot of the time. So if the camera were to flip around, then to an area where nothing is showing, it might not show anything. They may have built out extra, but I doubt it. Because we knew ahead of time that there wouldn't be real-time 3D backgrounds, that they would be pre-rendered. Anyhow. I'm thinking the bar. Oh! Yeah, that was closed, I think. What was it? House of Mojo. Oh, okay, it's not closed. There's the hand. Ho ho ho! Shen? I'm thinking she, but I could be wrong.
Nothing happened.
Middle finger.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Thumb?
Nothing happened.
There's another one. Handshake. Oh,
Yikes!
there she is. Yeah.
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share an unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies.
Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts.
In any event, I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood?
Anyway, the line about LucasArts sounded like it was recorded in a different session. Sounded like they added it after the fact.
I like that she said 5-game deal.
I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts. What did you have in mind?
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir do?
I see your point.
Ask her for something to... Oh, is there anything to do with the catapult?
Have you got any of those evil destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
No. Actually, let's follow your plan and go to the scum
I
bar.
shouldn't be shopping at a time like this. True. I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush.
Yeah, if
I'll
the
be
scum bar
here
doesn't
later if
pan
you
out,
need.
then you can always come back to her. And just there's a- I'm sorry, it's just my Brain TV is saying, I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the scum bar. The catapult solution has something to do with the scum bar.
Don't worry about it. We're here to explore the game.
You can talk to the two characters, I believe. So- Nope.
Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Gifts! Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who look like us.
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop. He's come to take us back to Monkey Island.
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
Yeah.
How difficult is it to?
Escape
Oh.
from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
Won't you join my
Join my
crew
crew.
for old time's sake?
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about...
Choose one.
Treasure.
The third one?
Treasure. No,
Oh, the
treasure.
treasure.
Boatloads of treasure.
We're still waiting for the treasure you promised us the last time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's
Well,
good.
how about...
I'm dying in her. Can't think of a good reason for you to join my crew. I think it's the last one, but try cushy government jobs. That's
Cushy
more-
government jobs.
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
That theme is in keeping with the overall theme of this game,
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
which is political corruption and corporate collusion. In case anyone didn't know. Here we go,
Scum
Scum
Bar.
Bar.
Haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see.
Okay, so this scene is interesting because it has 4 characters, and that's like the limitation of the engine, in which you could have only Guybrush and 2 other characters on screen, but that's why you have that guy over there behind the table. He probably doesn't have the lower half of his body in order to keep with a polygon count.
Oh man, I remember that painting behind the bar.
What do you remember about it?
I can't remember who it was, but it was a sight gag. You talk to the bartender, you get a closer look at it, I think. Yeah, look
Hail
at
and
painting.
hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
If you go back, one of the options was look at painting.
I've got to go.
Right, well, I will do that.
Okay, look at
I'm
Penny.
not sure.
The
Yeah, there
human
you go.
body is a beautiful thing, most of the time. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but balloon.
It says, "Happy birthday."
Can you take it?
No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name.
All right. Then the swordfish.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
No, you can't touch the swordfish. Pretzels.
yeah, let's pick up the pretzels.
I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels.
Talk to him.
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Next he's a pizzalic. There you go.
How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be heading to Lucre Island to meet with my wife's lawyers. You're right. That does sound sort of silly when I say it out loud.
Oh man.
You look like a busy
mind
man.
if I have
I'll
some
let you get back to your
pretzels?
self-destructive binge drinking.
Oh,
You asked
wait.
if you can have some pretzels?
Hi there, fellow swashbuckler. Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels?
Oh man.
What's the word on the street?
You can't take the balloon and you can't take
You
the
look like a
pretzels.
busy man. I'll let you
Yeah.
get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
So AT Machine says that in the demo the balloon was red, but it was changed to purple in the final game. Why was
think-
that?
I think the catapult. Oh, okay. I'm just
No,
riffing here.
this balloon.
Look, oh, did you look at the stuffed fish?
Ooh,
This fish has seen better days.
Go to the bar and see if you can buy grog for him.
like from the bartender?
Either that or grab a dart and see if you can pop the balloon.
Okay. Maybe I should talk to them first.
It's a dartboard. Personally, I can't think of anything scarier than a horde of drunken pirates flinging pointy missiles all over the place. Ahoy, mateys!
Buzz off, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
Is he making holes in the walls?
Yeah, busy making holes in the wall.
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island,
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard? Oh no!
Why are there
Challenge
so many
them. I'm a
holes in the wall
dart
around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
There we go. I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
I bet you
There we
can't hit
go.
that balloon over there.
Watch the master at work.
Wait, but again, in the demo, the balloon was red. Why was it changed to purple in the final game?
Oh, I have no idea. I can't remember. Oh, because we wanted to put happy birthday on it? Oh no, was it red with happy birthday on it?
It was red with happy birthday on it.
Then I don't know. Unless the red didn't read as well.
Okay.
Oops.
Now take his pretzels.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
guess you won't be needing these anymore.
Yay.
And got the pretzels.
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with. Hey, how's the weather down there?
Okay, go get the grog.
Okay. Which grog?
There's nothing else. Is there anything else cookable around here?
There's this guy, the crusty sailor.
Oh, there's a grog. I mean, the bottle?
Yeah. So you wanted to talk to him? Hey, that's some nice lighting over here.
Yes. This interior was really well done, now that I think about it. And the candle?
And the candle being the light source.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing for the time.
Yeah.
Look at that. And it's flickering. It's not just, you know, an invisible light source.
It's
Well done, Chris. I've learned to appreciate these little things. Okay, let's talk
Hi
now.
there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
Wait a minute, your arm is eye cheese?
Wait a minute.
name?
Your name is I Cheese?
I.
Cheese?
I.
Try what big arms?
What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with, Mr. Threepwood.
Challenge him.
Which one?
Question insult arm wrestling?
Insult arm wrestling?
While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a
Oh, I
bomb
remember.
food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
Tell me how do you challenge him to insult arm wrestling? Tell me again. Tell me again about this thing you call insult arm
Tell me
wrestling.
again
See
about
if
this
I-
thing you call insult arm wrestling.
I thought I'd made myself clear. It's just like insult sword fighting, but with arm wrestling.
Ah.
Let me ask
How
him
would you like
if
to join my crew
join
of
my
mighty
crew.
pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
Treasure.
Or you could try telling him the truth.
You'd be
Lucre
traveling
Island.
to Lucre Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator
Really?
like myself.
Wow.
Really?
The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Why not?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the scum bar?
I, the one and only.
Ron.
That's funny. I always thought the scum bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
He was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult go fish.
That sounds like a humongous bit.
Believe what you like.
Humongous
In any
fish.
event, I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week.
Yeah, I guess you. If the bottle isn't clickable, I'm just thinking the bottle is part of the puzzle because it's out of place there.
Isn't it part of the pre-rendered background? Doesn't look like something you can pick up.
Maybe.
It's
But
been
I'm
nice
just
chatting,
thinking-
but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
I mean, the way to know if something is 3D or part of the pre-rendered background in this
Right,
scene
yeah.
is the
That looks
fact
pre-rendered. You're right.
Yeah.
It does look good.
you don't see the light flickering on it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, it just looked out of place. And you can see it in this shot, too. See it?
Yeah.
If it was... Well, okay. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I'm just trying to think of what the next part is. But I thought the balloon had something to do with it. And then, so we got the pretzels. So how do we... Oh, give the pretzels to the guy operating the catapult and lure him away and then sabotage the catapult. That might be it.
Okay.
Maybe I'm over...
Let's give it a try.
Maybe you need another part for that puzzle. Yeah. Like I said, it's been a long time.
No, it's perfectly fine. And, you know, we want to see how much we remember without a walkthrough. And another fun aspect of us trying everything is that you actually see parts of the game that you may not have seen before. Well, you've probably seen all of them, but you know what I mean.
Even insofar as, you know, I'm like, biased about the art, all I can say, I mean, the writing is so on point and funny. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say biased. It's hard for me to be critical of the art. I mean, just in too close, but god damn, those guys wrote some funny jokes. You know? So,
Yeah.
well, I think. I know it's subjective. Some people may not
Here, I
agree,
brought
but-
you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
There you go. Did work. You got rid of him. Now mess with the catapult.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire!
Okay. Do you
Just
remember
delayed
the keyboard shortcut for the map? It's O.
Okay. That's a lovely map.
Yeah, it's really a lovely map.
I'm trying to remember who made it. That was Eddie. I keep thinking it's Eddie.
Patrick in the chat asks you, what is an animation pet peeve of yours that when you see it really annoys you?
Jeepers. There's a list. Let me think about that for a bit. Animation pet peeve that annoys me. Nothing in this game, but one thing that drove me crazy.
Not in this game. He's talking in general.
Feet. Sliding feet. Seeing the feet slide when it doesn't match the location. That always used to drive me bonkers. And more specifically, it was one issue I had with the version of 3D Studio Max we used to use back then, because it didn't have inverse kinematics. I may be losing a lot of people here because of this, but I'm just like, what
No,
is
inverse
that?
kinematics is when you try to grab a joint and everything else needs to move along with it.
They had forward kinematics, which made walking kind of challenging because you had to keyframe every single frame of the foot once it landed on the ground. And hopefully it wouldn't jiggle around too much. With inverse kinematics, once you place the kinematic point where it needs to go, doesn't matter how many frames you move backwards or forwards, it would stay there. and that made walking easier. Or I found it made walk animations or runs or anything where the character's feet planted much easier to do. But that was one thing that always used to bother me, because it was like, oh crap, and just like so much labor just to get the character to walk right. And I know I think there was a program called Biped that Max put out to alleviate it, but it was an addition. You had to buy that, and then it didn't come with Max. That was back then, though. I have no exposure on what Max is like now. I can't really say anything about it, or what version they have now, or whether they have that capability. But sliding feet used to bother me quite a bit. Hope that answers your question. That was more of a technical thing than anything else. Technical issue a lot of times. I know specifically for the stuff we did for this game, we used to save a lot of memory space by not having the faces animating, and that kind of bothered me too. When in retrospect, I mean, when you hear the dialogue and there's an expectation for the eyes to blink or something, then it's kind of weird.
Well, no, it's just a few years after Tomb Raider in which you could actually hear the voices of the characters, but the lips wouldn't move. Not all characters would open their mouths in order to talk.
Grim Fandango, we figured out with the papier-mâché heads on the characters, there was a series of textures that we would slap on so that the mouth could open and close. But because it wasn't 3D geometry, it made it, I think...
Yeah, it was just like 2D animation. You just switch between the frames, but over here you actually need to move the jaw and the 3D model in order to talk.
Yeah, as well. This was like those in the first cutscene with those what do you call discount pirates on the boat. Their eyes were painted on, so they couldn't emote or they couldn't express. But there were so many of them, and it was like, this is a minor character. We're not going to spend much time on it.
And what about doors? They always talk about doors being a challenge in 3D games. Was it a challenge in this one?
I don't think so. I don't recall it a problem. I mean, opening a door is just an IK solution a lot of the times.
Because you need to make sure that the hand actually grabs the knob, and that then the character moves accordingly with the door.
Again, it's if you turn your inverse kinematics on and off when it grabs the doorknob, then it'll lock onto the doorknob, and then whatever happens with the door, the arm moves accordingly. You just got to think in kind of in reverse. I remember animating scenes like that. Whoa. All right, so you have the inner tube.
What's all this junk doing here, cluttering up my shipyard?
I have the popped inner tube.
Was there anything else that you could grab there?
Nope. There's the grog machine, and you guys didn't bother using the Coca-Cola logo and get sued by them, just like they did with Monkey Island 1.
Oh, wow. I did not know that was a thing.
Yeah, they changed the design of the machine.
Wow. Can you need money for the grog machine? Or can you use it?
Let's use it. Whoop.
I can't use this.
All right. Look at the change return slot.
It's empty. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now.
Talk to the dockmaster.
Yeah, 90 Machine is right. They didn't get sued. They were just staying on the safe side with the design of the...
And I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Just gonna take one of these boats.
Not so fast, civilian. I am the Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, at the Scum Bar. You're the naked girl in the painting.
Hey!
I'm not.
It's
Besides,
her.
I haven't taken my clothes off in years.
Actually, that's interesting. Is it because we looked at the painting? Because if we don't, then we don't get this option.
Maybe that's it. But I do remember there was something about the painting that was important besides just the sight gag. You could lose your job if anyone found out if you posted.
You could lose your job if anyone found out that you posed for that picture.
How do you think I got my last promotion?
I'd rather not think about it.
Good gag. Okay. Who painted you?
Who painted you?
He was an awful man. He was good, but he wouldn't take his claws off me. Strange, too. He had a bizarre fascination with wax.
What's your name?
Why?
Well, I'd like to know the names of the people I've seen naked.
I wasn't naked. I was artistically posed.
Okay. You must be some kind of ship expert to lead such an important and
You must be
specialized
some kind of
job.
ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about them, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
You can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships.
The only thing we haven't tried yet is an insult or I'm commandeering a vessel. Kind of
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
Why do we need a boat, by the way?
I don't know. We need a crew. Then we need a boat to get to Lucre Island.
Yes, true. We wouldn't need a crew. I'm just thinking in terms of first, let's get the catapult.
Not helping.
Helping is
Okay.
not part of my job description.
Yeah, red tape.
So Alex in the chat says, the art on Escape is one of the best in my opinion. Thank you, sir.
What did he say?
He said, the art on Escape is one of the best in my opinion. Thank you, sir.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you
I think I was
anything.
being too critical in the when you were interviewing me, Daniel. Now that I see it, I really think we did it. The team did a great job.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job, and it's like, oh wow, you know, it's just that it's hard for me to look at stuff that I worked on back then without thinking, oh shoot, if I knew then what I knew now, it could have been so much better. And
So we talked
maybe
before. No, go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I was a bit too critical in terms of especially comparison to Curse. I still feel that these backgrounds, the outdoor shots could have been a lot more saturated, and I should have given the instruction to do that, so they'd be closer to the color saturation should have been higher. But after seeing the interior, a lot of the interiors and some of the shots in close, yeah, I can't say anything.
Yeah,
critical.
it's great. And maybe you should have played the game in the past 24 years to
Yes.
find out for
I'm relying on screenshots and memory, and that's not a good thing. I should have played it again.
Yeah, and like I said before the live stream, the problem is that in the context of the time, things may have seemed outdated or not in line with what was released around that time. Because when it was released in 2000, then you had other games coming out in the 2000 in the year 2000, and you compare it to them. But when you look at it as one of those retro games that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s, then you get a more objective look at the graphics, and they're great. They have the retro feel you want from these games. Okay, do you remember what I'm supposed to do with the inner tube?
I think you use the inner tube with a catapult. Oh no, the cactus! Put the inner tube on the cactus.
Yeah, you got the visual hint for it.
Yeah, it's the fork on the cactus.
Not a bad piece of modern art if I do say so myself.
Now do exactly what you did before with the pretzels.
Let's try 49, 6.7, minus 27. Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche?
You have to offer him the
Good.
pretzel.
Now stay over there, pencil neck. Fire!
Hey there.
Yeah,
Offer
yeah,
a bowl of pretzels.
yeah.
There you go.
Want some more kudu jerky pretzels?
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me eat this in peace.
Oh, the writing, man. Double entendres. I never picked that up before. Your massive balls of rock. All right. Now, mess with the catapult. Same as you did before.
That was good. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my
Calibration
way.
cactus. That was it.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the?
Oh, did it freeze?
No.
Ha!
There we go.
I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
Don't worry. I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
Choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm
That's me.
to destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
There's something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
Maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
Ooh, the feet sliding.
Why aren't you running?
It would take too long if she was walking. And then he's running. There we go. That's better. Not perfect, but better.
Wait, is the ponytail an independent of the head or not?
Oh no, I was looking at his feet.
No, I know, but I'm talking about the ponytail now. No, it seems like it's part of the head.
I think it's part of the head. Yeah, for the in-game animation, I'm pretty sure it didn't animate. It's a pig. It's one of those stiff. I remember. Yeah, it's one of those really stiff. I can't remember the term. Pigtail type ponytails where it's wrapped with ribbon.
Gotcha.
Right. I mean, if it animated, it would be slight, and there would only be a little bit of secondary action on the tail end.
So
Like
when
a
you're
rat
talking
tail.
about the feet sliding, you're talking about the fact that he's like standing still. The character is standing still, but his feet seem to be moving slightly.
Yeah, when he takes a step, watch the feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just take 2 steps. They aren't quite anchored in this reality. They slide just a little.
Well, it
That was
happens
kind
in big budget movies as well.
Well, it's a pet peeve though. It sort of takes me out of when it happens in big budget movies, especially when they're using like, you know, trying to do like CG effects in a hyper real situation. It takes me out of it. It makes me think, oh, it's CG, right? Just a reminder that it's CG. But it was something that was really always irritated me, and I knew it was a technical limitation. We just couldn't quite get it to anchor correctly. Fortunately, at a long distance, you don't notice it at all. Talk to the hippo.
The hippo? Wait.
Yeah, like you talk to the bird, but there's...
Hey,
Cow
I bet I
stuff.
could market this. Vegetarian steak.
All right. Odds are the monkeys probably... Well, see if you can talk to the other ones. I vaguely recall there's something about the shrubberies.
Hey, I bet I could market the vegetarian steak.
The strawberries.
Shrubberies. They're all shrubberies.
Oh.
There's the monkey, there's a bird, and then there's a pig. Can you reach the monkey, or the monkey's on the far left?
Oh, so I see it now.
Will it let you run past? Nope.
No.
Nope. All right, never mind then. Oh, maybe you can.
Let's see. No, I can't.
Oh, you're blocked out?
Yep.
All right. All right.
And it's the same monkey from the intro.
Yes. Topiary, that's the term, not shrubbery, topiary.
Ozzy says, I think that's what they call skiing when game characters do that. It happened a lot in the original Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
With the feet sliding.
All right, so through time, I believe. Did you get anything from the hoodoo lady the first time? I don't think we did.
We didn't.
Right
But
now, because
first, do you want us to go into the governor's mansion?
Can we?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, check it out. We haven't been there yet. Go to the map. Oh. I don't know if we can go into the governor's mansion.
Why not?
Well, we'll try. All right. Intermansion.
I wonder how these cacti got onto our tropical pirate island.
Cacti.
There's a lane gonna yell at you. Oh, you could get in. All right. Oh, wow. That's great. This is what I mean about wonk. You know, I said try to make things look wonky. They shouldn't look like hyper realistic. I wanted a sensibility, like the curve on the door jams.
And the symbol above the door on the right, is the one from Lucas Learning, right?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's the swirly thing from Lucas Learning. I think.
Everything else.
I mean, when you were designing these locations, did you take as reference the scenes from Monkey Island 1?
Yes.
Or did you...
Oh no, we took a combination of them because like there's callbacks to Monkey Island 1, there's callbacks to Curse. Really, I wanted, this came right after Curse, so I wanted to have it reminiscent of Curse. I'm not a believer in completely destroying an art style from a previous version. I thought it was important to have it reflected in this game. Like you notice the swirlies, that swirl pattern.
Yep.
That was something I don't know if Bill came up with it. Bill Tiller was like, I just remember it as a motif for Curse of Monkey Island for a lot of the stuff there. I assume
Yeah, and we also saw it in the clouds. The clouds outside are very reminiscent of the ones in Curse.
Yes, it's very, and that was intentional. That was I was trying to emulate that, but doing it in 3D. I figured that would be the best way to keep it consistent and recognizable as a Monkey Island game. While at the same time, I figured, well, it's going to be 3D, a lot of it, and the rendering is going to be in 3D, so we can do things with the lighting that will carry through. And I have to say, you know, like the 3D artists, they came through. I mean, as far as structure and lighting and the whole wonk factor, the idea of making it look almost theatrical in structure. You know, I shouldn't say theatrical because that's pretty wide, but I don't know, more like a Warner Brothers cartoon, but more detailed. And but again, my initial criticism still stands in terms of level of saturation. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like the color palette is a bit too muted. Almost
yeah, but maybe it was deliberate, because just like in cartoons back in the day, you could see what the character is going to pick up next, or what the character is going to interact with, because it stood out from the background. Yeah. So in an adventure game, it's pretty important to have things stand out to you, because then it'd be easier to play the game instead of just thinking that everything's interactable when it's not, especially with a pre-rendered background.
Maybe. But again, you know, it's like, that's something I think of in retrospect. I think this is fine as far as saturation level. This background, for example, it doesn't look muted. It's more the outdoor stuff. But then again, I'm wondering if I gave them the instruction that, hey, it's nighttime, it shouldn't be saturated. You know, because, you know, colors just look duller at night. You should rely more on the lighting. I wonder if that was the instruction. Can't remember. That was the instruction I gave them. I'll have to see some of the daytime scenes to really be that, but I don't know. What is that, guys?
So I picked up the government job contract form.
I don't think that's... Well, let's see.
No, because we promised Carla and Otis that would give them cushy government jobs.
Right, okay. So that's for...
So that's the contract. Need to give it to Elaine.
What's this for?
I'm not sure. I just have a hunch that a signed government contract might be useful.
All right, let me sign it.
All right, that'll get you crew, but it won't get the boat. Well, it might get the boat. I don't know. Can you go upstairs?
Let's see. Let me just... Yeah, bedroom door. Ooh.
Censored. Okay. No hanky panky. All right.
What happened is that I hit the O button because I thought it would use the open verb on the door, but the O button gets it.
I thought this version had some sort of censorship thing on it.
Yeah, this isn't the.
It says something dirty when he clicks on the door. No time for sleep. I seem to recall something different.
This is no time to sleep.
Okay, I misremembered.
I'm just putting in my steps for the day.
Is there anything else in the room that's clickable? Well, look at the portrait.
Look at portrait
How
of
could a mere painting capture the essence of my love?
Oh, that's so sweet, Guybrush. Now get back to work.
Yes, dear.
All right, sit on sofa.
No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal.
Abnormal. Ah, that's a homage to Young Frankenstein.
Okay, so AT Machine says that if we look at the door, Guybrush makes a joke.
It's the door to our bedroom. Oh, yeah.
There it is. Yeah. There we go. Thank you. I just recalled he said something naughty when he was looking at the bedroom door. All right, there's nothing else to click on here. Did you check the pig?
Let's check the pig.
Topiary pig. No, you checked the bird, but could you click on the pig?
I'm trying to get there. No, I can't get there.
Oh, all right, never mind then. I'm just trying to. There was something to do with the topiaries, but maybe not. Maybe they were just eye candy.
Were there any? Were there any 3D characters? Were there any 3D characters that you worked on in the game during the development of the game and were too complicated to implement inside this engine, so you had to simplify them like substantially?
Nope. They're pretty. The real limitation was the poly count on each character. So if there was simplification, then it was done by the modeler. So you'd have to ask them. But everything worked, so I assume it was good. I did the character design, and but I designed them on paper, and I kept, because of my experience on Grim Fandango, I knew that I couldn't make them too complicated. I had to be very careful with that. I think the most challenging character, if I recall correctly, was Flaming LeChuck, the flaming version of LeChuck, because the beard had to be handled with that was a VFX thing. Like it couldn't.
That pig-shaped bush frightens and confuses me.
Couldn't build fire in 3D. That would have been just obscene and polycount. But that was a little bit of a challenge. And the zombie LeChuck, I designed him really round, you know, like bloated, and he was puffy in a lot of places and oozy. And as a consequence, he didn't turn out as round as the concept art, but he was still pretty horrific. I mean, you saw a preview in the opening cutscene. You saw him, so I think it worked out all right. I think that was part of another reason. I mean, I'd mentioned before that we pulled from all of the games for Escape from Monkey Island. So we had Zombie LeChuck and Demon Flaming LeChuck in this game, and Ghost LeChuck. So all the versions of LeChuck were in this game as well. So that's part of the reason why it's kind of like, all right, we're looking at all the Monkey Island games for reference, in addition to the new material that we're putting in this one. It wasn't just Curse that we looked at, although I did draw heavily on the art direction for Curse for the backgrounds, but everything else we referenced, like Sword Woman and whatnot. Oh, you can look at the pig-shaped bush.
Yeah,
okay.
when I stand over here, then I can look at it.
That pig-shaped bush frightens and confuses me.
Nothing. Okay.
80 Machine says, I remember that Demon LeChuck didn't have his flames done in engine. He had them applied as VFX in post after the cutscenes were rendered. Maybe that's why he only appeared in cutscenes.
Maybe.
And he also says that there are some screenshots in the strategy guide of the cutscenes before the flaming beard was put in.
Yeah, I remember that was a problem. He never appeared in engine with the flaming beard? Okay.
No.
Like I said, it was a while ago. What versions of LeChuck did we use in engine? I mean, it was Charlie Charles, and then we had a cuts outside of cutscene. I guess.
I think that the flaming beard, you see it we saw it in the intro, and it seemed like the flaming beard is the 2D animation.
Yeah. It was handled with VFX animation, which is 2D or whatever program you want to use. In the end, it's all turns up as realizing that there's no real-time 3D in this game. It's you know, the characters.
The characters are real-time 3D.
Yes, those are rendered in real-time 3D, but I was more referring to the backgrounds, I guess. Again, it's hard for me to remember a lot of this. Oh yeah, okay, offer them the contract. Why can't?
Wait, what I'm trying to do is you actually see that the shadow affects Guybrush. The shadow of the building.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Ahoy again!
What is it now?
We got some heavy-duty begging to attend to.
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
Never mind.
I'm tired
Let
of
me
rehashing
just
the old
kill
days.
them.
Let's talk about the here and now.
If we must.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Oh, you didn't offer them the contract?
No,
Oh,
I
there we
need to take it out of the inventory.
Wow! You actually got us a signed government contract? Looks good. Very nice.
Wait a minute. This is a standard government manual labor contract with no pension plan or dental coverage.
Hey, you're right. We want a cushy government contract with a desk.
Come back when you got something that doesn't involve back-breaking labor.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Did you get-
Daniel, I'm lost after this part. I'm trying to remember what's next. I mean, like getting the ship.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, let's go to let's check out. Oh, go to the map. So there's the docks. There's Melee Island. I mean, sorry. There's the town. There's the mansion.
Maybe Elaine can help us with the ship.
There's a location we haven't gone to yet, though, isn't there? Top right.
That's right. Did you ever get to play the PlayStation 2 version?
No.
Okay.
Neelix House of Wax. Okay. Okay, that lighting on this one's great, and actually, I like the level of saturation on this background. This is really nice. This is what I mean about like the color. It's still nighttime, but I guess adding the lighting to the windows really helped a lot. Oh wow, this background actually looks tight.
Yeah.
It looks much better than the mansion did. The right level of wonk too.
No, we're stuck. Look. Guybrush is
Oh,
stuck. Yeah.
Are you bugged? Get out?
Yeah, I'm not touching the keyboard. I just clicked on the open Meat Hook's front door. Oh snap. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's try again. Oh no! We can't open the door.
I sure hope the solution to the next puzzle isn't in there. The moon. See if you can break it up a bit.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
There we go. All right. Nothing else to look at.
People in the chat, yeah, I'll look at them in a sec. People in the chat say that this scene looks awesome. So
Hey, look, a full moon.
Yeah, I think this is.
I think that the colors are muted just because it's nighttime, like you said. Because over here you have a couple of light sources, like the moon itself, which you have in all scenes, but you also have the lamps and the lighting coming from the windows. So
And that beautiful reflected light off the water really sells it. I mean, look at how it silhouettes them really nicely there. Like this one, the lighting.
I mean, look at the grass. Look at the grass on this side of the bridge and on the other side. I mean,
yeah, the lit grass looks better. Or Elaine's mansion. I mean, I guess that's what I mean. The Elaine's mansion. For some reason, the background looks really kind of gray.
I mean, this proves that the grass is greener on the other side. Like literally.
What a level of saturation I like.
Okay, let's talk to Elaine.
If any of the background artists are watching this, please, this is on me, not you. I'm sure I told you something stupid like desaturate it. So, don't take it to heart. I have nothing bad to say about the artists who worked on this project at all. You're all magnificent.
I probably told them, don't worry about it. No one's gonna play this game after 25 years.
Maybe. Oh, they did do some lighting on there. I don't see it reflected in the water. I don't see the moonlight on the water. I don't see it on the grass. Maybe it's just a combination of the colors, but the mansion looking so gray.
I mean, you can see that on the bottom side of the cliff, it's darker. The grass is darker than the rest of the scene, and you actually see the shadows of all of the objects, which is because of the lighting coming from the full moon. But
it shouldn't. But like look at the shadow on that bird shouldn't be that crisp.
Yeah,
it's
true.
How far away it is. Likewise, the monkey and even the bird. Both birds. The shadows on both birds. I shouldn't have had them look that crisp.
And when it comes to the shadow of the monkey, it's in the wrong angle because the moon is not like a lamp. It doesn't affect the lighting in the same way as a lamp would because the moon is huge. And it's.
I'm wondering if they were just considering light from the mansion itself, but then that's weird because the cardinal shadow is in the wrong place as well. More to the left, but this is nitpicking. But yeah, the wax house. Yeah, but when you go inside, the color saturation is better. Oh man, that door jamb though. A little sliver of light on that door jamb on the right. Yeah, this works great. I think it's very charming.
Hello, Governor.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you'd better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Okay.
You say yeah, we do need to get Otis and the Sword Woman. Did you say the way I got rid of the cataclysmic?
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
Okay, now let's ask about. Oh, you had the right one. I should have followed your suggestion, Daniel. The previous one.
My ideas are all too ahead of their time to be taken seriously.
Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
Yeah, you should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there anything else?
Ask for money so you can use the grog machine.
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks.
Wait, do I still have the contract? Yeah, I still have the contract.
Can you use it with the governmental symbol?
Let's see. Let's go talk to them again. See if we can convince them that
It's a cushy job.
Yeah.
Still have to get a ship though. And we haven't met Ozzy yet. Curious. I mean, he's the real villain of the piece, not LeChuck. You lady.
Wow! You actually got us a signed government contract? Looks good. Very nice.
Wait a minute. This is a standard government.
Hey, you're right. We wanna
come back when you got something that.
Can you combine them in your inventory?
No, I don't think they care about the
Nope, you can't. All right, never mind.
gubernatorial. Okay, let's go to the scum.
Scum Bar, haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywag.
Oh, did you accidentally jump to the map?
Yep. Sorry
Okay.
about that. Glenny in the chat asks, I wonder how much work it would take to upscale the textures in the game with the tools we have now.
Oh, that'd be the first thing you'd do. I mean, we were just so... Actually, no. It's one on a long list of things to do. Increase the poly count of the characters so that they look better or look closer to the concept. Increase the texture memory size so that the characters don't look blurry in close-up. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, we had some pretty severe limitations, I recall, on this. There's a number of things we could do. Look at the painting again and see what happens.
Okay.
That's the kind of painting that drives pirates to drink.
Okay, they didn't add anything on it. Same people in the back of the bar.
You know, it's funny that back in the day, the resolution of the cutscenes was higher than the resolution of the game, because sometimes people would use the minimum settings because their graphics card at the time couldn't handle it. So the cutscenes would be of higher resolution, but now it seems that the cutscenes have a lower resolution than the game itself.
It's interesting because if you were to make the game, like you said, remaster it, you could basically make the whole game look as tight as the cutscenes. You know, as far as the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that is something you could remaster, though. I mean, shoot, wouldn't you need the original files to do that? I mean,
Yeah, but if you don't have the original files, then you can always do what they did at Double Fine when they recreated the textures for Grim Fandango. They didn't have the backgrounds, and there was no AI upscaling at the time, so they just resized it and cleaned it up as much as possible. But the remaster of Grim Fandango makes the characters stand out even more from the background, because you still have the pre-rendered backgrounds from 1998 with high resolution textures and graphics and 3D graphics from 2015.
I was just thinking about what it would be like to. I mean, we had LODs on these characters. We had the cutscene ones, and then we had the ones for in-game. And if you actually had those files, then you could just render the whole thing at the highest LOD, or just use those in the game engine. I'm sorry, the high LOD characters in the game engine.
Hey, Guybrush is blinking.
Yeah, I mean, for the oh, you're thinking about when I mentioned about simplifying the facial features on the character. I was referring to those bargain basement pirates in the first cutscene. For all the other characters, we made an effort to try to give them as much facial animation as possible, which included blinks and the mouth movements and everything else.
So the eyes are not part of the 3D model; they're just textures, right?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, like I can't imagine them. Yeah, can't remember, but I'm
Hello
pretty sure
again,
that
Mr.
they're.
Cheese.
Yes.
So to get him to blink, you swap out the textures on the eyes. But I don't know. It was a long time ago. Like I said.
Tell me again about this thing you call insult arm wrestling.
I thought I'd made myself clear. It's just like insult sword fighting, but with arm wrestling.
Ah.
Like I clearly remember the how we handled the facial stuff in Grim Fandango, because we actually had. I worked as an animator on that, and I remember when we were setting up the lip sync, that was part of the process of swapping out the facial textures. But
over here you have to move the character's jaw accordingly.
Yeah. Can't arm wrestle him, huh? Oh.
Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Where'd the chair come from?
It's magic.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I am rubber. You are glue.
Ooh.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Only once have I met such a coward.
I'm surprised you can count that high.
What?
I win.
I think you have to
Come
respond
back
to what
later
he's
when
saying.
You're feeling up to the challenge.
Try again.
Where'd the chair go to?
Oh,
Hello
you're
again,
worried
Mr.
about the
Cheese.
chair.
Look.
Are you sure there's no...
You see?
If I beat you at insult arm
When
wrestling,
we
will you be
start
my
arm
navigator?
wrestling,
That's an
then the chair
interesting
comes out of
proposition,
nowhere.
Threepwood.
It is?
Yeah, it slides
I
up.
mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me...
Yeah.
Agreed.
There you go. Chair. Boop.
Someone just pushed it over, is what it looks like. Okay,
Yeah.
let's. I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Wait, let's see if... Yeah. Let's do that.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, it's too bad none of them are in your arms. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
Okay, the response to that. Oh. You're going too fast. I can't read them down.
No, sorry.
All right. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you can count that. That's not a response, sadly. No. Whining. Yeah, I know. Three-headed monkey. Okay, go to the next one.
I don't think we have it.
Quivers agony. He said quivers of agony dancing on your lip. You must have. Oh, it's laughter that's cursed by your feathery grip. That's the one.
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip.
No, well played.
Then go, I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I am rubber. You are glue.
That's crap. Yeah, so you're beating him now. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you never have gazed at your wife. My
Ooh, that was a good one. Now he'll fuck.
strength will shatter your ulna into 1,000,000 pieces.
All right, now the response.
I think it's the count that high because it's a number.
Yep, there we go. That's good.
I'm surprised you can count that high.
Okay.
Good. It doesn't matter. It's a shot. We'll see if he responds.
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. Only once have I met such a coward.
Okay, coward. I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might. No.
He must have taught you everything you know.
No, I don't think it's that one. What did he say exactly? He said he called you a coward, though. How would that be a response?
Because the coward, he said he only once has he met such a coward. And I say he must have taught you.
Okay.
He must have taught you everything you know.
Good one. Yeah, just fire it off. Just something that hasn't been said yet. Not useful. That's a lame one.
Did we use? Yeah.
My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking.
Oof. We're getting there.
Yep. Your knuckles all grind to a splintery paste. I don't think we've used that one yet.
Your knuckles all grind into a splintery paste.
I thought that the bean dip had strange taste.
Oh, you got to come
Give
back
up
for it.
now, or I'll crush you like a grape.
Give up now, or I'll crush you like a grape. What if it would stop your whining? That's a good one.
I would if it would stop your whining.
See, quivers of agony. We used that one. Only once have I met such a coward. We didn't use the fleas.
Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
Oh, so that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Next page.
But yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do.
People. We use them.
Sling?
I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
I am rubber. You are
There we
glue.
go. He hasn't heard that one before.
Mm-hmm.
Big poopy head. That's terrible. The key is you want to use an insult. I think you have to use an insult you haven't. Neither you or he have used before.
So my stupefying strength. Oh, but he knows the answer to that.
Yeah, that was his insult. Hey,
Day
look
by
over
myself, 12 people I've beaten.
Oh, we haven't used that yet. Yeah, try that one.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
Oh, yeah?
I won!
And the chair disappeared.
Fair and square. Congratulations.
He shoved it with his
You
butt.
got yourself a navigator.
That chair defies the laws of physics.
Yes. It's not gone. It just moved into another reality. Ready to be pulled in again. All right, talk to Mr. Cheese again. He's part of the crew.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucre Island?
Aye, it'll be a pleasure to sail with a refined wit such as yourself.
Okay.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
Wait, let's get a ship.
It's get the ship, or we still also have to sign up Otis and company.
We'll do that in a sec. First, let's use the gubernatorial symbol to get a ship. Oh.
You had it right. There you go. Nope. Yeah, there we go.
I bet you guys added the running pretty early in production. once you realized it would take ages to test this game.
Maybe.
I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship.
Mrs. Marley. Oh, that animation's glorious. Her walk. Someone had some fun. A magnificent waddle. Whoever did that, good job, and shame on you. Yes, it's a big woman walk.
This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
Wait, is the figurehead considered a character? The figurehead.
No, I don't think so. I don't recall her animating. I do know that I do recall the design.
Because it is the ship itself looks like a pre-rendered background that you just move up and down.
Yep.
But the figurehead seems like a real-time 3D object for some reason.
Tap it. See what happens.
That's the second most beautiful figurehead I've ever seen. Hey, she's got pierced ears. Why would anyone put earrings on a ship's figurehead?
So AT Machine says that she does move later, so that's why she's a 3D asset.
Okay.
So that means that once she's on screen, you can have less characters on screen with it.
I suspect you need to find the earrings in order to get her to animate. By vaguely 25 years ago, recall the puzzle correctly. 20 years ago, I remember the puzzle correctly. I don't know. So they won't take the contract because they're not cushy enough. So I guess the next would be to find a way to make the contracts more cushy. And the only place we haven't visited yet is the Voodoo Lady. So go
but I don't think the Voodoo Lady can do anything
Ahoy
about it.
again.
What is it?
We got some heavy-duty bait.
I'd love to hear some more about the old Melee Island gang.
Like who?
Captain Smirk.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy and beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
I'm still thinking we should go to the Voodoo Lady.
Okay, let's go to the Voodoo Lady.
Let's talk about the here and now.
If we must.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Unless there's another location we've missed where there isn't a solution. How to get them to join. You click on the thumb. Oh no, full finger.
You pulled? Ah, Guybrush. I knew you'd return. How can I help you?
Still the market for a voodoo-drenched Deus Ex Machina that'll save the proverbial day.
I can tell that you're still interested in my voodoo wares. Did you have anything in particular in mind?
Anything referring to specifically to Otis?
Wait, maybe there is something in the governor's mansion that we missed.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True.
Okay.
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish, Guybrush. I'll be here later if you need me.
Lenny says a guy from the Cashy OS Linux community wanted me to ask Chris about his views on EGA to VGA transition. Since you didn't work on any EGA games, I guess it's more of a general question.
EGA to VGA? I'm not familiar with those. Oh, yeah.
You know, the original Monkey Island was EGA 16 colors, and then they released the same game with the VGA version, 256 colors.
Oh, you're going way back.
Yeah.
There. Okay, so this has to do with the higher color depth and resolution capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't have any recollection.
Yeah, because the first game you worked on is The Dig, which celebrates its 30th anniversary in 3 days. The Dig was released on November 24th, 1995, so in 3 days it's going to celebrate its 30th anniversary.
I'll play through that if you want.
Yeah.
One thing I do remember was the monitor calibration issues regarding VGA and EGA. Was us calibrating. I don't know if it specifically addresses your question, but we made an effort to try to calibrate all the artist monitors so they'd be similar. There was an effort. Whether or not we succeeded, I can't remember. But that was an issue because we'd be reviewing the art on someone's monitor, and the artist would say, "Hey, that doesn't look the same." And monitor calibration was something that we really made an effort for. But then, I mean, later on, when you think about it, it's like it's one, try to calibrate the monitors so that when you release the game, it's consistent. You know, everyone has the same visual consistency. All of the artists at least, but then when it gets out into the wild, who knows what it'll look like on different monitors, you know, and but that's the closest thing I can think of. That's more the technical art side. And so I can't recall it.
I mean, at the time with the early LCD monitors, you had less colors. Like CRT monitors had, I don't know, 16.7 million colors, while the early LCD screens had 16.2 or so. So there were
16 colors at maximum resolution, 640 by 350.
Yeah.
Out of 64 colors, while VGA is 256 colors at 320 by 200. 16 colors at 640 by 480. I just looked that up because, again, it's been a long time. I'm not even sure if I even handled that. That was more technical art. Or I just left it to them, to tech art and the programmers to figure out. Oh, anything touchy here? Chess set, family banner.
Government paper!
Ah, here we go.
You know, maybe I should look at these and figure out what they are before I bug Elaine with them.
No!
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
Cushy edition, there we go.
Another contract?
Just to be safe.
Well, so much for my status as a reform candidate. All right, let me sign it.
Yeah, that's right. We were working on this in '99, which was just before the 2000 election. And then the 2000 election happened. And what was, Daniel, you said this came out in November 2000?
Yeah, November 6, 2000.
That was, wow.
I mean, I know they worked on Grim for a year and a half, but
I'm just thinking about the timing and the political context for the game. Because like I said before, this was supposed to be a lampoon of current politics. And 2000 was when George Bush was elected. So, somewhat prescient in a way. And a lot of the jokes in the game are about government corruption.
wow, now that I know that you want to play The Dig as well, we should play The Dig.
If I can find the time, or if you can find the time.
We'll find the time.
That was the very first game I ever worked on.
No, your very first credit. And now it's been 30 years since it was released.
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Mm-hmm. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says Cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood. You've got yourself a crew.
Is that the ship?
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you.
So
Otis.
3 characters and the
Let's
figurehead.
get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding.
Not sure where you get that figure
All
from for
end in
the.
tears. Mark my words.
Was it?
Mr. Cheese,
Did one of the
shouldn't we
programmers
steer
tell
away
you?
from those dark, portentous clouds?
No, someone in the chat says that she moves later in the game.
Yeah, so that was 5. Or at least maybe only 4 of them were moving.
Clear the scuppers.
Get your hands off me.
Off to Lucre we go.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre
Oh, this is
Island.
nice.
Ah, Lucretown, the largest urban center in the
Yeah.
Tri-Island area.
The
Thanks,
boats are
Mr.
low
Cheese.
poly, the background
next
is
time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh no.
And the water
There's
is
not
2D.
going to be a next time either.
Yeah, the
Better not
dinghy
be.
and the boat in the top left are
Oh, sure. I see how it
are
is.
low poly,
You have to
but
give bold decisions.
this lady is rendered as part of the background. Like this version of the pink ship.
So I love this angle, but the problem is that in this angle, you actually see that there's no one here apart from the crew.
Yeah. You can probably click on the dinghy and that boat that looks like the Going Merry with the sheep head on it. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a deep cut. Not a sheep head. That one. Oh, you can't click on it. All right. Or I thought maybe you could click on it in this screen. Nope. And you get a
Wait,
duck quack.
how come I see Guybrush? Is it made out of glass? Look, I can see Guybrush through this sheep head. Do you see him?
No, I do not. I see him on the other. Okay, I see a bit of him there.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's transparent?
It's semi-transparent, or the opacity is not 100%. Interesting. Maybe we should work on.
Yeah. And the costume change.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's simpler now.
That was one of the things we wanted to pull off as well. That was much easier to do in 3D, like the costume changes while still retaining the same animation files. I wonder if this is where you meet.
Okay, if we turn down the shadow effects to minimal, and movie quality to minimal, and music quality to minimal, and video effects to minimal,
Then the transparency won't occur?
let's see.
Okay.
Minimal.
What happens when he walks behind the sheep head?
No, it's still transparent.
Okay.
But the ship is gone because of the settings. You see?
Yeah.
So if I turn everything back on, see shadow effects maximal. The ship is back.
Yeah. Okay. So you got to the 3 lawyers.
Yeah, so we'll go to the 3 lawyers, and then, since we reached the 2-hour mark, we'll call it a day.
Okay. I remember the 3 lawyers were fun to design. I made them look like birds of prey, if I recall.
Where are the 3 lawyers?
Ask her. Oh, that's Cora. That's the sword lady. Never mind. Don't ask her shit. Nope.
Bait Shop. Hall of Justice.
I should go to the law offices before I go in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Law offices. Where are they? That guy looks familiar. Law office of WTD.
Excuse me, is this?
Come in. Come in. Come in. What can we do for you?
I barely see them. Oh, there they are.
Of course we can. What is it? Wrongful dismemberment?
Hit and run dinghy accident?
Hurt your back while pillaging another ship?
No. I need you to see if you can save my house from being destroyed.
That doesn't sound very
Prestigious.
lucrative.
Did I mention that my house is the governor's mansion on Melee Island?
Governor's mansion, you say?
Well, that changes things. Nice use of the TM.
But you can't be the governor.
I'm here representing the Honorable Elaine Marley Threepwood, governor of the Tri-Island area. She's my wife.
Oh, I get it. He's joking about the wife thing.
And people think lawyers have no sense of humor.
You know, it's illegal to make such wrongful
And preposterous.
claims. Should we sue him?
How much money do you think he has?
I'm serious. We just got back from our honeymoon. 3 glorious months on the high seas. And returned to find the mansion under siege by a dastardly demolitionist.
Is this alleged demolitionist wealthy?
Yes, we could sue them. Put a lien on their catapult. File a writ of habeas moneyus.
Wouldn't you rather go after the big bucks? If Elaine wins the election, she'll be a powerful person. And if the mansion is saved, she'll have someone to thank. And if that someone is you...
We would be given a lot of money. Earned. Not given.
Think outside the juror's box, my esteemed colleagues. We could become the official lawyers for the Tri-Island area.
Yes, the preferred legal team of the governor's office. What do you need from us, young fellow?
I don't know. You handled Grandpa Marley's estate, right?
Right.
Right.
Did he have a plan for such a crisis?
Nope.
Nope.
But we'll get right on it. Right.
Okay, I'll wait.
Actually, this may take a while.
Legal issues can be quite complicated.
And take a lot of research. Isn't there something else you could do for a while?
See the island.
Take in the sight.
I guess so.
Oh, hey. You might as well take this.
What is it?
It's a letter from Grandpa Marley.
It was supposed to be delivered after his granddaughter got married. This'll save us a trip. Now be gone. We have work to do.
Okay, let's see. Look at letter.
Let's see what it says. My dearest Elaine, if you are reading this, then you are married and I am dead. Now that you've finally settled down with a fearless pirate husband, it's time for you to claim the final pieces of your family's heritage. At the Lucre Island Municipal Bank, you'll find a safe deposit chest under my name. Among other things, the chest contains the deed to the Marley Mansion. Never lose sight of this deed. Furthermore, the chest also contains my wedding gifts to you. I'm sorry that I was unable to deliver them in person, but I go to my grave confident that you've chosen a man I would be proud to call grandson. Lastly, and most importantly, the chest contains the keys to the most terrifying secret in the Caribbean. A secret 10 times as terrifying as Big Whoop? The secret of the ultimate insult! Yipes! If the unholy power of the ultimate insult ever found its way into the wrong hands, there's no telling what sorts of hex-spawn mischief could be unleashed upon our fun-loving pirate citizens. Guard these secrets with your life, and know that no matter where you are, your grandfather is watching over you. With all my love, Horatio Torquemada Marley. How sweet! P.S. If your deadbeat parents come around looking for a handout, tell them to take a long walk off a short gangplank.
Okay, let's save. Well done, Chris.
That's a beautiful place to stop.
We did
Wow,
it.
it's funny. I mean, the visual cues are the only saving grace. It's like, oh, I don't remember the specifics, but I remember some things.
So now that you replayed the game after 25 years, do you feel more proud of it?
Yes, honestly, I do. I mean, like, again, it's that whole if I knew then what I knew now, what I know now thing. But now that I look at it in the context of when it was made, yeah, I think we did a great job. I really do.
You did.
Yeah. And you know, they say it wasn't as well received, but you know, it's I can't speak for other people and their opinions. A lot of it is I acknowledge your opinion. You know, I acknowledge that this was the case, but I cannot say that we didn't try to do the best we could.
Well, they didn't have to do anything with the game itself or the graphics or the jokes. It was just people in the late 90s just stopped playing adventure games for some reason.
I mean, like, I don't think there were any problem with the sales for Escape from Monkey Island. Like, I remember talking with Sean and Mike about this, and the game did. The problem, it's like I'd mentioned in our interview, the you could predict the sales of a LucasArts adventure game ahead of time, and or this is what they told me. You know, like we sell X number of games, no matter how much we spend. This is how many copies we sell. And when the expenses go up, we need to sell more copies or increase the ticket price for each, the list price for each of them, and we don't want to do that. And but maybe less people were playing, or maybe there just wasn't enough of them out there, or more than likely people were moving to other platforms where their adventure games weren't as supported. Maybe.
And when we talked in our conversation, we talked about the fact that they switched to 3D to cut costs because it became more expensive to do full screen animations with 2D, with standard 2D animation. But then you told me that it was even more expensive. So
yes, I mean, organic costs were going up no matter what. I like the 3D, especially after working on Curse and Monkey Island. Sorry, the Dig, and then Grim Fandango, and then Curse of Monkey Island. It was very clear that the volume of animation that you could produce and the flexibility of doing things like being able to swap out the costumes and setting up your cameras and the it's like a I don't want to diminish the importance or the appeal of 2D animation. I just say that there's different strengths. You know, there's the charm of the 2D itself and versus having the flexibility to move your camera around with ease without requiring massive amount of redrawing. And I think that, you know, looking at the game now, it's like, oh yeah, we could move the camera after we built the environment. Even though the background was pre-rendered, we could call our shots and adjust them as needed. And that sort of thing was worth something. And then being able to swap out the character costumes and in most cases being able to reuse the animation completely, that was not something that was easy to do in 2D. I mean, it required a full redraw. Like if you wanted to put Guybrush in a new costume, you had to draw him in that new costume. And then, so, you know, then redo all his animations. I mean, unless you had some like Flash type system of being able to like paper doll the character, but which we didn't have back then, you know, then that would have been pretty arduous. So we tried to do that, have multiple outfits for Guybrush and Elaine. And definitely for Charles L. Charles. I don't think we could redo all of the stuff. His structure changed a lot between each model. So I don't think we could reuse all of his animation from model to model, but yeah, it was just quicker in that sense to do it. But there's advantages of both. And but the one thing that I'd say that was that did bother me is like, you know, when we were looking at Full Throttle earlier, some shots from Full Throttle 2 earlier, Daniel, I don't think we were on the air yet, but one that did bother me was the low poly nature of the characters, right? Which wouldn't be an issue with modern technology, with the technology they have now. It wouldn't be an issue at all. You can make them, you know, way more refined looking. But that was common. That was like a common factor back then. I mean, that was pretty common in games back then. You know, if you want to run in real time, it's got to be a low poly character. You know,
well, and it had a very unique look. You know, even now, I'd prefer the low poly on characters than very realistic characters, especially with these games. You don't want a high poly Guybrush Threepwood.
Again, subjective. What charm is what it is, but you know, what you find charming. My preference would have been for the entire game, all of the characters look like their cutscene versions at all times would be my preference. But I think that looks a lot better. But again, I can totally see. I mean, we're in the age of Minecraft now. I totally get why people would think the low poly is charming.
Yeah,
totally. But I know one of the viewers was saying like the textures though. I said yes, sir. The textures were shite a lot of the time. I have nothing to say. I'm sorry. You know, when applied to the character, they turned into a blurry mess, and it's like, could you not make that larger or do something to make that look better? Watching those boxes, that even in the cutscene though, there's no excuse for that. That was just slog. I mean, like when Guybrush was loading the boxes, when taking the boxes out from the ship, when Elaine was loading those, was handing him stuff. I could see the low resolution textures on some of those, on that hat box especially. We should have cleaned that up. Now
Yeah,
that I
but
think about it.
probably it increased the render time, so they just use a low resolution texture.
Yeah, well, we should have cleaned it up anyway. But just take longer to render. Was it Dan Colon, I think, rendered it? He did a great job rendering a lot of that stuff. But I should have picked that off. But
Well, the game is still awesome. Again, you're being too harsh on yourself.
Thank you.
The game is awesome, and unlike our conversation where it was just me saying that the game is awesome, now we've got people in the chat saying that the game is awesome and that you're awesome.
I will accept the accolades on behalf of the fine team that worked on it, and I hope they watch this and they appreciate it, because they all put in a great deal of work. And if I had a humble contribution to it, then thank you.
You had a huge contribution to it.
But I cannot say enough how proud I am of the artists that worked on the team. And I loved every single one of them. And in retrospect, yeah.
In real time, they all sucked.
Mike and Sean, I'd forgotten how funny a lot of the stuff in the game was. Mike and Sean did a great job with that as well, as did everyone else. I don't want to single out just the artists. I know everyone who worked on it did a great job, but I dealt mainly with the artists, and I was very happy with their performance.
And you also worked on Curse and on Grimm, so you worked on many of the games.
Yeah, I did. I worked on a lot of adventure games there. I can say, I would say, in 30-year retrospective, the most fun I had working in the games industry was making adventure games at LucasArts. By far, and in terms of just fun and creative endeavor, that was a favorite part, I'd say.
So in 3 days, we're gonna celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Dig. So thank you for your contribution to that. So I
was the only person who worked on it that was happy, or something to that effect?
You're the second or the third out of tens of people that I've interviewed.
It was my first game. I didn't know any better. I said, "This is glorious," and everyone else was like, "What is wrong with you?" It's like, this is great. This is all good. You weren't around for the others, and said there were others. Oh, I'm sorry.
So, given the fact that you're one of the only persons who actually enjoyed working on the Dig, I'll bring you back to play the Dig with me, hopefully soon,
sure.
And then we'll be able to go over all the scenes, because in our conversation we went over the cutscene in which Brink gets his hand cut off, and you said that you animated that. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find other scenes that you worked on that you forgot about.
I'm not as conversant on. I didn't come on the Dig from the beginning. The project was already in progress when I was brought on, so I'm not as. Well, it doesn't matter. That long ago, everything's a gray mist. So, but I imagine it'd be fun to play that game, because if you want to see pixel art, holy moly, that thing is pixely as hell. But see if it's still fun after all these years. That'd be interesting. I suspect it holds up well, but I don't know.
It's still awesome. Still awesome. Just like this game. And so, thank you, Chris, for joining me today. Hopefully you enjoyed playing your own game, which is great. And you remembered most of the puzzles, which is also great. Which means that the testing process was so gruesome that you had to memorize everything in order to test it. So
yeah.
So thank you everyone for. No, go ahead.
Muscle memory. That's all it is.
So thank you again, Chris. Thank you everyone for watching, and that's it. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll play Phantasmagoria 2, and that's it. Thank you again, Chris. Bye.
My pleasure. Hey, Daniel, are you there? Oh, okay.